funny enough, I ended up changing my last name to the place that I'm now moving to. Welcome to Rosas Tias, my behind the scenes channel, all of my raw stories, unedited moments of my life. In this video, I wanted to talk about how I ended up changing my last name to the place that I am now moving to, and how it happened, how I figured it out, the whole process. So I changed my last name to Rose December 5th of 2024, and I started that process, which, if you're new here, I'm also gonna post a video of the story behind the name change itself, and that one will be uploaded first, so check that one out. But I somehow ended up changing my last name to the very place that I had been considering moving to, and I just didn't even know it until after. And if you don't know, Portland, Oregon is also called the City of Roses, and that's the main nickname behind Portland, Oregon, is the City of Roses. The vast variety of rose gardens that are in Portland, Oregon gave it its name. And I just thought that was so crazy because I have been wanting to move to Oregon since 2023. It's been in my mind since then. I fell in love with it. And even though I've never been there, like, as someone that's born and raised in the South, I don't feel like it takes much for you to know where it is you want to move to, especially if you're not a fan of being from here, living here your whole life. So yeah, I've literally done all the research possible and looked at pictures everywhere of apartments, downtown, videos on YouTube, all kinds of things about Oregon, and learning and just admiring it from afar, But I didn't find out that Portland's considered the City of Roses until, I think, end of December or January, after I changed my name, and maybe it was shorter after than that, but I was considering Portland, I think, starting like May of 2024, around that time, maybe later, just because Portland is like the biggest city in Oregon, and I just felt like it would be easiest to start out in a new state, in a bigger city. I felt like there would be more opportunities for work, depending on what things look like at that point. I might need to get a regular job, so, and I'd be more willing to in a place that I adore, so I just figured Portland seems the smartest, because if I'm gonna move anywhere in Oregon, that's gonna be the easiest place to, like, establish myself, basically. Once I figured out that I just changed my last name to Rose, and Portland's also considered the City of Roses, I just knew that it was meant to be. I knew that that was a sign, probably one of the biggest signs ever. It was a place I was only really considering, somewhere I really wanted to move to, but I was also considering maybe California for my career. I'm not sure, like, if I want to take this as far as possible, like, do I need to be in, route to Hollywood? Do I need to be in New York City, like somewhere like that that's very intertwined with the entertainment industry and the music industry? And when it came down to it, Portland's always felt right. And that's where I got my biggest sign to move to from, is my last name, and researching Portland and figuring out, that it's the city of roses. And I'm a very spiritual person, so immediately I was like, okay, Spirit, I get it, I get the picture, like, this is where I'm supposed to move to, this is where I'm supposed to be. And it just confirmed to me that I don't need to go out there for a visit, especially when I'm desperate enough to move anywhere that's not the state that I'm living in currently. My personality, my goals, nothing matches up here. And I've been here pretty much since I was 6 years old, and I'm in this state since I was born, so it's time to move. It's not aligned with me anymore, so I'm planning on moving this fall. And really, if you want something to happen, you'll make it happen. Like, it doesn't matter how far away you are. Like, it's a couple states away to where I live, but like, if you want something bad enough, you'll make it happen. And so if anyone's watching this, like, just know that you don't need to take anybody's advice or stay longer than you want to and save up longer. If you're really miserable where you are, it's not worth staying, no matter how much money you're saving. At one point, I was even willing to be homeless just to live in Oregon, just to make it there. But I don't think it'll come to that. But that was how committed I was to making it out there. And since I've come up with a rational, logical plan of getting there, but how crazy is that? That's the story of how I unknowingly changed my last name to the place I was considering moving to, and that I'm now for sure moving to. So the world works in mysterious ways. God works in mysterious ways. Your ancestors' spirit, the universe works in mysterious ways, and I believe everything happens for a reason. Nothing is a coincidence, and yeah, that's the story. I hope you enjoyed hearing it. If you did, give it a like down below. Make sure you're subscribed for future videos. If you didn't watch the previous video of the meaning behind the last name Rose that I chose to change my name to, go watch that on my channel or any of my other videos and find out more about me. I'll see you guys in the next one.